Welcome to the commencement exercises for the class of 2024. Celebrating you, our graduates, is my favorite part of being your school board chair. It is obvious on all of your faces that you have been looking forward to this day for a long time. Your family, teachers, school administrators, and your friends have also been eagerly anticipating your graduation. They are all excited about who you will become and the contributions you will make to our community, our Commonwealth, and this world. For 13 years, your routine and schedule were set for you. Now, the choices are yours, and you'll have the ultimate responsibility for those choices. Many people in your life have been working to make sure that you are prepared to meet the challenges you will face. Don't forget to thank them for their support. I know you will prove that you are ready. Today, I congratulate you on the culmination of your time in Chesapeake Public Schools, and I wish you all the best as you walk across the stage today and into your adult lives. All of the opportunities of the world are now yours. Congratulations, graduates.
It's my honor to join everyone in attendance today as we celebrate the academic and personal success of this year's graduating class. Today is a memorable moment for you and your family and represents an opportunity to reflect on all of your accomplishments over the past 13 years of school. Graduating from high school is an important milestone, a milestone that leads directly to a successful future. I am confident your future will be a bright one, thanks not only to your dedication to your coursework, but also your ability to maintain a balance between academics, sports, clubs, jobs, friendships, and many other responsibilities. To those of you in the audience today, you are here because of the important role you played in the life of your graduate, and we thank you. Without your love, support, and guidance, this moment would not be possible. Graduates, whether you are entering the workforce, the military, or an institution of higher learning, I am confident that you are well prepared for the world which awaits you, and that the world is also awaiting your valuable contributions. Whatever course your future takes, it is my sincere hope that you will look back on your years in Chesapeake Public Schools fondly and with pride. Congratulations, class of 2024.
The person I am most thankful for out of my high school career is my public speaking teacher, Dr. Shabazz.
I'd like to thank my mom for always supporting my endeavors and giving me the independence I needed to get a head start on this journey.
Coach Pat Black. He helped me through the season and got me noticed by a few schools.
Jamie was my EMT instructor over at TCC. She really inspired me to be the best that I can be.
Miss Lester has been a huge help in all of our SCA work and beyond.
My teachers, they have really been an important stepping stone in my journey at Oscar Smith High School.
My college comp teacher, Miss Yarrow, she's the best. She's so funny and she's so amazing.
Both my mom and my dad have been so monumental with everything that they've done to help me.
My friends, Gabby, Heather, Kimora, Liana, and just people back home.
Miss A for making school a place where I'm excited to go to every day.
Mix Ramos Smiley has been my orchestra director for 3 years now, and I don't think I've laughed as much in that class than any other class.
I would say my mom. She's definitely been a very big drive for me.
My mom and dad, because those two have always been my biggest fans.
Thank you, Dr. Shabazz.
Thank you, Coach Pat.
Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you, Miss Lester.
Thank you, Oscar Smith.
Thank you, Miss Yarrow.
Thank you, Mom and Dad.
Thank you, Miss Agadello.
Thank you, Mix Ramos Smiley.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you, Mom and Dad.
For everything.
For everything.
For everything.
For everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the processional of Great Bridge High School's class of 2024.
ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the presentation of colors as we honor our country with the playing of the national anthem. Please join in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag Please be seated. Good evening. I'm Trey Farrell, President of Great Bridge High School, Class of 2024. On behalf of all my classmates, I am pleased to be the first to welcome all of you to our graduation ceremony tonight. This is a big night, one we have all been waiting for, and we are so grateful for the presence of our families and friends and the faculty and staff who are here to help us celebrate. Now, please welcome to the podium the very proud principal of Great Bridge High School, Mr. Jeffrey Johnson, who will introduce our distinguished guest and give his remarks.
We'd like to recognize some special guests who are with us today. I ask those being recognized to stand as your name is called and remain standing until everyone in your group has been recognized. Please hold your applause until the entire group is introduced. Members of the Chesapeake School Board who are with us today are seated in the back of the arena in section 201, and they include Mrs. Angela B. Swigert, School Board Chair, Mr. Thomas Mercer Sr., School Board Vice Chair, along with board members Mr. Samuel Boone Jr., Mr. Michael Lamonia, Mr. John McCormick, Mr. Norman Poole. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chesapeake School Board. From our central office, we have our superintendent, Dr. Jared A. Cotton. Would you please stand to be recognized? Would members of the superintendent's cabinet who are in attendance today please stand as a group at this time to be recognized? Thank you all for joining us this afternoon. Good evening, graduates, parents, and special guests. It is always gratifying to address you all on this special night of commencement. A Wildcat graduation is a beautiful thing. Great Bridge High School has a tradition of producing exemplary students, and you, the class of 2024, are no exception. Everyone here today, your parents, relatives, faculty, friends are extremely proud of you. I am proud of you. Let's take a look at some important numbers. Your class is the 117th to graduate from Great Bridge High School. 409 of you entered as freshmen on September 8th, 2020. Today, 390 will graduate. 123 of you will graduate with a 4.0 or higher GPA. 268 students, or 68% of the class, are honor graduates with a 3.0 GPA or higher. You are truly an amazing group of students according to the numbers, but you are more than just numbers. Recently, I posed the following question to our seniors: what school experience or belief comes to mind when you hear our motto, strong today, stronger tomorrow, stronger together? As I read the heartfelt messages of students, I realized that there were a few themes they all fell into that really define the culture of our school. The first theme: we are truly about taking care of each other. Bailey Yerrigan moved around to a lot of different schools over the years. She came to Great Bridge High School during her sophomore year, and she said this: I've never been to a school like this. When I came to Great Bridge High, it was just different in a good way. Everyone somehow connected like I had never seen in any other school I've attended. Coming here was a turning point in my life. I never thought I would look forward to coming to school, but the teachers and the students of Great Bridge High School made it enjoyable and fun. I made friendships that have impacted my life for the better. To future classes of Great Bridge, stick together, because it will truly change not only your high school experience, but it will also have a strong impact on your life as a whole. The second theme: we're also about finding strength in our community. Gabrielle McCutcheon is Vice President of the Racially United Community Club. Her experiences leading Ruck helped her learn more about being a leader, becoming a better communicator, becoming more confident in herself, and the importance of teamwork. Through the important service work and open and free discussions, Gabrielle says, our club is a community. We are establishing a legacy. I hope for nothing more than for Ruck to continue to grow and empower its members. Our members are strong today, will be stronger tomorrow, and are strongest together. The third theme: we're about developing yourself as a person and growing strong. Lily Unklebach honestly states that she initially failed to branch out in high school, but has learned a valuable lesson in her time at Great Bridge. She says, I learned that wallowing in my failure should last for about 5 seconds before moving on to the next thing, because those next things end up being the best things. And after some misfires, Lily walked in Mr. Clarkson's drama room in 2022, and now is a leader in the theater company, managing the stage in her third production. She will attend one of the top 10 film schools in the country because, as she notes, I had a school community around me to push me forward. I managed to keep myself stable because of the groups I joined after school and after failure. They saw something in me when I didn't see something in myself, and made me a stronger individual. And finally, the last theme: we are about overcoming adversity and taking strength from one another. Myron Nixon reflected on a disappointing wrestling experience. He remembers that when he lost his first wrestling match at home in a very big dual meet, he felt terrible afterward. Although I still had to come to school and go to practice the next day, the support from my teammates taught me that we are definitely stronger together. I have witnessed Myron's experience echoed in every context of our school, in sports, academics, extracurriculars, and in the everyday life of these amazing Wildcats. They never fail to lift each other up. I could read many more student responses, but the common theme is that we are able to support each other in the good times and the challenging times throughout the school year. You will remember these experiences for many more years to come. We know more than ever before that we are stronger together. So tonight, I'm challenging you to continue to seek out experiences that will shape who you are as a person and make you stronger, and give back to those less fortunate. This will keep you grounded and appreciative of the opportunities that you have been afforded. And as you mature and navigate through life, this will all come full circle. You will provide life-changing experiences for others, and in turn, your life will change. As your principal, you did that for me. You have provided me with experiences and memories that will last a lifetime. So in closing, class of 2024, you will be missed at Great Bridge High School. As you leave today, I extend to every one of you my heartiest congratulations and personal best wishes. I hope that each of you finds success, happiness, and strength in the years to come. Now please welcome to the podium our salutatorian, Mallory Kim, who's graduating with a 4.916. Mallory has been accepted to the Honors College at Virginia Tech and will study food science and technology in the fall. Mallory Kim.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. I want you all to pause for a moment. Whether you're thinking about the many people gathered here to celebrate you, where you may be going for dinner this evening, or the next steps in your journey after crossing this stage. Set all those thoughts aside, take a deep breath, and be present. Right here, right now. Today is a bittersweet day. Bitter because we are leaving the security of familiar surroundings, but sweet because we now get the opportunity to explore the world and find out who we really are. We're all matching in green and gold, and when looking at you all now, kind of piece together a mosaic. Everyone a different piece of life beneath their cap. Each of us has our own unique mosaic, creating a collage out of the bits and pieces of high school. I have a box sitting atop my closet filled with dance ticket stubs, notes from my tennis senior night, my blue light-up glasses from prom, so much more. These are some of my pieces of the past 4 years that represent my own collage of memories. I know you all have your own collections with pieces that reflect and form your individual journey. A program from an orchestra concert, maybe your passion project book of love from Mrs. Fitzgerald's class, a Hozier concert ticket, or even your varsity letter. Together, our collages tell the story of our shared time at Great Bridge High School, with each image contributing to part of a greater whole. Now, I spent much of this year in high school comparing myself to those around me. My test scores to Lydia's, my chances of being in the top 3 for our history-making tennis team, my future endeavors with those of my peers. But I began to realize this constant comparison was tearing me down, creating self-doubt. I'm sure many of you may have a similar experience or relate to this. You would believe someone is better at a sport, more popular and fun, or has a greater confidence or creativity than you do. But the poet Veronica Tugaleva tells us, when you begin to walk your own journey, to have your own unique conversation, you will naturally stop feeling envious of others. I've come to realize we do not need to be focused on what everyone around us is doing. Indeed, we simply do not have the time in our lives to focus on this. I encourage you all, when taking your next steps, to be true to yourself. By focusing on others, you're doing a service to yourself. Be confident and proud. Maybe be as proud as Mr. Johnson is of being the principal of Great Bridge High School. Do not fear judgment or rejection, for these are merely stepping stones to learning and to growing. Do not be afraid to have those bold tiles on your individual mosaic. These tiles make your collage and your life truly yours. Wherever life's path may take you next, make sure it is your own path and not just somebody else's around you. Your mosaic is one of a kind, telling the story of who you are, of where you've been, and of where you're headed. To conclude today, on behalf of the class of 2024, I want to say thank you to our families, our friends, and our teachers for the support during the past 4 years. None of us could have accomplished this alone. On a personal note, I would like to express my endless gratitude to my parents. Your love, support, and sacrifices have shaped me into who I am today, and I cannot thank you enough. So, class of 2024, set your sights high, embrace your individuality, and keep evolving your beautiful mosaic. Thank you.
I am Lisa Amerson, Assistant Principal at Great Bridge High School. At this time, we would like to recognize our Great Bridge High School Leadership Award recipients. These seniors were nominated by the Great Bridge High School faculty for demonstrating extraordinary leadership, unimpeachable conduct, and unselfish service to school. These students are wearing special medals recognizing their selection for this, the highest honor Great Bridge High School bestows upon a graduate. Please stand to be recognized as I call your name and remain standing. Jackson Anderson, Maggie Bassnight, Andrew Cravens, Aaron Fitzgerald, Juliana Hippolito, Livia Jones, Parker Lawrence, Gabrielle McCutcheon, Grant Matoye, Callie Prescott, Riley Price, Addison Shafley, Aubrey Steckline, Lily Unkelbach, Lydia Williams, and Jacob Zen. You may be seated. Congratulations to all of the Great Bridge High School Leadership Award recipients. Many of our seniors have been awarded scholarships by colleges, universities, the military, and employers. Individual scholarships and awards for this year are acknowledged in your graduation program insert, and as of the 1st of June, total $3,526,849.24. Congratulations to the class of 2024 for your many achievements. Now welcome back to the podium our senior class president. Trey Farrell will attend Old Dominion University in the fall and plans to study political science.
Before I begin, I want to give a quick thank you to my family for being there for me all of these years, and to my friends who encouraged me to run for president. I also want to give a thanks to the senior class office sponsors, Ms. Downs and Mr. Varela, for all the work they did this year, and to my public speaking teacher, Mr. Clarkson, for providing me with the skills I needed to give this speech here today. Good afternoon, distinguished guests, fellow students, parents, faculty, and alumni. On September 8th, 2020, despite many of us being at home on our computers, we began a 4-year journey that has led us to this moment, right here, back together one last time before our pathways diverge into another unknown. I'm sure the parents of students who've graduated in the last couple of years are tired of hearing about the pandemic, but luckily, we were sent home in 8th grade, so it barely counts for us in future classes. So, in fact, I'll spare the speech about how it's impacted us, because we've had many other things impact us, from rising gas prices to battles between Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Even with these external factors, our class has still seen great success this year, such as the marching band getting a superior rating at their assessment, with the boys varsity soccer team going undefeated in their regular season games. We've had plenty of exciting events at school as well this year, such as prom at the aquarium, where the night was a big success. We had Clever Spirit Days this year, from Barbie versus Ken Day to our White Lie T-shirt day, and things were exciting outside of school as well. I mean, Chesapeake finally got a Raising Cane's this year, and that was the second miracle after our football team won. And of course, we've had our downs as well this year, such as the seniors losing to the juniors at Powder Puff, and the school board putting our phones off and away. but they will nonetheless be memories and something for us to look back on in the years to come. We also tried some new things this year at our school, such as the talent show where Whatever Whenever, a band whose members, Andy Cravens, Nate Becker, and Andrew Barnes, are graduating here today, played and won. Then we had the Winter Pep Rally, starring Whatever Whenever as well, and then they played on the big stage of the Chesapeake Jubilee a few weeks ago, and come to think of it, I think our school might be a little bit obsessed with Whatever Whenever. Whether or not you've heard of the band, however, I think the message behind the name is a perfect description for us. From threats as terrifying as a global pandemic, or equally terrifying, a school board policy prohibiting our phones, it doesn't matter. Whatever is in our path, we are ready for it, whenever it may be. In fact, Whatever Whenever may be the theme of our generation. We have seen dramatic changes to social interactions and experienced some unprecedented challenges in our personal and educational journeys. But we have adapted to those changes and risen to the challenges, whatever and whenever. As Mr. Johnson says, it has made us stronger together and stronger for the future. If we can take that experience and use it to grow and adapt to whatever we each face in our new paths, then whenever we arrive at our eventual goal, we'll be able to look back at what we learned as part of the class of 2024 and know that the foundation for success was laid here. Throughout high school, and especially in this last year, I've connected with so many of my peers, and I can confidently say that we are ready for the future. Whether the plan is to go to a four-year university or set out close to home at TCC, whether it's to serve our nation in the military or serve our community as a first responder, or whether it's going to trade school or diving straight into the workforce, I can affirm that the class of 2024 is ready for any challenge that life throws our way. It's been an honor to serve as the president of this class, and I'll be forever grateful. So, whatever, whenever, bring it on. This group of Wildcats is ready.
Good evening, Wildcats. I am Sheena Thomas, Assistant Principal at Great Bridge High School. We would now like to recognize groups of students who have exhibited Great Bridge Pride through their activities and achievement. Pride stands for positivity, respect, involvement, dedication, and ethical behavior. And we are so proud of the outstanding Wildcats who embody these qualities. Will the following groups of students please stand to be recognized for your pride? Students who completed a course of study at the Chesapeake Career Center. Students who attended the Governor's School for the Arts. Student athletes who represented Great Bridge on the field of play. Academic competitors in Scholastic Bowl, forensics, yearbook, or theater. Members of our Air Force JROTC unit. Any military-connected students or anyone who supports our military students. Musicians who marched, played, or sang in a Great Bridge High School ensemble. Student leaders who served in SCA, class office, as a club officer or Wildcat ambassador. Teachers for Tomorrow's students who earned a guaranteed teacher contract with Chesapeake Public Schools. Finally, if you receive pride praise from a teacher this year because of your hard work or positive influence in class, please stand. We recognize that there are many paths that have brought us here tonight, and there are many paths to success in your lives beyond high school. Your Great Bridge Pride will get you there. Best of luck to all of you as you go forth in leadership and service to the world. Now please welcome to the podium our Student Council Association President, Aaron Fitzgerald. Aaron will attend James Madison University in the fall, where she plans to study business and economics.
Thank you, Ms. Thomas. Good afternoon, families, friends, faculty, and most importantly, my fellow Wildcat graduates. I would like to start by thanking my family, my parents and grandparents especially, for all of their support over the years. I earned the honor of serving as your SCA president in June of last year, and the responsibility to deliver a speech here tonight has been on my mind ever since. After sorting through countless topics and driving multiple leads into the ground, I realized that someone near and dear to my heart has been exercising the message that I am meant to deliver for a long time. She may have eagerly placed a copy of The Great Gatsby in your hand, coached you on her and Miss Cannon's beloved Scholastic Bowl, or asked you to take off your hat when she passed you in the hall. Most of you know her as Miss Fitzgerald, but I'm lucky to know her as my mom. Now, I credit myself as someone who knows a thing or two about spirit, and I believe with my whole heart that my mom bleeds the most green and gold out of anyone I've come across. Yes, even more than me. Now, this may sound totally off because you will rarely find her going all out for dress-up days or playing pep rally games, but what I found about my mom is that her spirit shines through in a way that does not resemble the typical sparkly face paint during homecoming definition of. It shows through the pure joy she feels when her students share her excitement about English class, and it shows in the way she sees potential in systems in our school that need correction. Since my mom's own days sitting in a green and gold cap and gown, she has been what some people would consider all in to personifying tradition and pride. And while the concept of school spirit is often tied to a friendly mascot or a revered green and gold, I most admire her kind of spirit, the kind that sets high standards for the Great Bridge High School. That kind of spirit has no bounds. It is an attitude, a passion, a devotion, and above all, as we will all soon discover, a life skill. In this moment, I think it is safe to say that most of us are prepared to leave behind the catchy student section chants, pep rallies, and the many, many Great Bridge t-shirts we've accumulated. As students, we drove to football games early to be in the very front row of the Wildcat Den. We perked up during homeroom because a friend was featured on Wake Up Wildcat. Maybe we rushed to claim our favorite comfy chair in the library during lunch, or to grab that table in the shady corner of the courtyard that our friends prefer. Maybe you volunteered with your club to sell concessions for an event, or to raise awareness for a cause or a culture, or to clean up the campus, or to paint beautiful logos and murals on classroom and hallway walls. Yes, this is the business of high school, and yes, maybe we have to leave all of those things behind now. You are ready to do so, and a large part of me is too. However, there is one constant in these high schoolish things that I'm not quite ready to give up on. All of the things we've done in the name of school spirit is only our first experience with being fully invested in something that really matters. It is a contagious drive that makes us care deeply about our community, the people and places we've spent these last 4 years calling our best friends and our second home. When we are really engaged in our community, we work for its success and for its improvement. The drive to do so is, in fact, the very essence of spirit. It is our first experience, but it does not have to be our last. No matter what it is you have been directing your energy towards over the past 4 years, sports, academics, your social game, your passion can be infectious. Properly applied, it makes things better. I encourage you to take your school spirit with you as you go out into the world and apply it to every endeavor you strive for. Spirit will get you the scholarship or the internship. Spirit will get you that job or promotion. But most importantly, your spirit and passion will rub off on the people around you and make whatever you are engaged in better because you care about it. I have been privileged to serve on the student council for 3 years with some of the most amazing teammates. Recently, I participated in a Socratic seminar with them, reflecting on the qualities of a leader. After hearing their thoughtful words about what we've all learned about teamwork and leadership, I couldn't help looking around the circle of faces, reminiscing on our shared time together. I felt such gratitude and respect. I am confident that we will carry the spirit of engagement, commitment, and excellence far beyond the boundaries of Great Bridge High School because we are people running on passion. Thank you to all of them, especially Maggie and Callie. You don't need to bleed green and gold to take what you've learned or observed about the power of spirit at Great Bridge High School and apply it to your next phase. You just need to seek a cause or a purpose in your future that brings out the most colorful, driven, and spirited version of yourself. Then, raise the bar higher for the people and communities you care about. And always remember, once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. Just ask my mom. Thank you.
Good evening. I am Karen Black, Assistant Principal for Instruction. Many of our graduates today are wearing special regalia for their exceptional academic performance. These honors are denoted in the graduation program. Graduates, please stand and remain standing as I recognize your achievements. Graduates who have been inducted into the National Honor Society are wearing the National Honor Society stoles. Please stand and remain standing. Graduates who have maintained a grade point average of 4.0 or higher are wearing green and gold honor cords with their honor regalia. Please stand. Honor graduates with a final grade point average of 3.0 and higher are wearing a gold honor stole and tassel. Congratulations on your academic honors. You may be seated. It is now my distinct honor to introduce Great Bridge High School's valedictorian for the class of 2024, Lydia Williams. Lydia, who has achieved the grade point average of 5.05, has been accepted to the Honors College of Longwood University, where she will study mathematics in the fall.
Good afternoon, fellow graduates, families, and faculty. I am honored to be speaking to you all tonight. Before I begin, I would like to thank my family, friends, and teachers for their support throughout my high school career. Words cannot express how much you all mean to me. Without any of you, I'm not sure how I would have navigated through these past 4 years, so I thank you for never leaving my side, teaching me knowledge and I will never forget, and making memories with me every day. And most importantly, congratulations to my classmates, the class of 2020. Earlier this year in Mrs. Vermillion's AP Lit class, we were studying poetry, and we read the love song of J. Alfred Prufrock by T.S. Eliot. I never gathered how it was a love song at all, and instead noticed how it more perfectly described my feelings about life and decisions that I'm sure can resonate with you all in some capacity. For as long as I can remember, similar to J. Alfred Prufrock, I have measured out my life with coffee spoons, meticulously planning my weekends and to-do lists, taking cautionary steps, and weighing decisions heavily before actually taking any action. I'm fearful of what is to come of every minute, and that is why tomorrow scares me. That is why next week frightens me. That is why 1 year from now terrifies me. Measuring out even the next 24 hours of my life in coffee spoons, I have no assignments or tasks to complete, unbearable. As how can I measure out my future, even if it is just the next 24 hours, when it is so precarious? Past year, we've all been faced with so many choices to make, from small ones such as picking out an outfit, to larger ones such as what we're going to do after high school. I know the time I spent debating what jeans to wear made me rush to class a couple of times, and waiting to pick a college made me late to register for class. I was paralyzed and indecision because I was fearful of change. I wasted minutes, hours, days of my life fretting over what was to come after my decision, so I didn't decide until I absolutely had to. I was immersed in my tempestuous thoughts while life passed by. I'm sure many of you now are immersed in your own thoughts, thinking about how you should walk up across the stage in a few minutes, so this experience is passing you by. No matter how we all feel about school, it's been our normal for the past 4 years. We're comfortable in our routine going to school, participating in our many activities, seeing our friends, and then doing it all over again. And disturbing what we are comfortable with makes us afraid. We are afraid of a future without those comfortable. One decision and moment can change our entire lives unexpectedly. So much can happen in a single minute. Yet, as the speaker in the poem says, do I dare disturb the universe? In a minute there is time for decisions and revisions which a minute will reverse. While choosing among things is difficult, and none of us know how our choices affect our futures, remember that every decision is the right decision, because in the end, it can always be reversed. That's just how the universe works. Instead of seeing a choice and the outcome of that choice as an opportunity to disturb the universe, view it as an opportunity for you to take part in the universe. Uncertainty is an opportunity, so do not waste a second more than you have debating decisions, because you will miss out as life passes you by. In the poem that inspired this speech, J. Alfred Prufrock spent his time questioning whether or not he was brave enough to engage in conversation with pretty women. He missed out not saying a word to them at all. Do not be a J. Alfred Prufrock, because even with the finite minutes we have in our futures, there will be time. Time for you and time for me. And time for yet 100 indecisions and for 100 visions and revisions. Do not stay stuck in indecision, because none of us know what is going to happen in life, and that is okay. Do not let that ambiguity scare you. Let the future happen, and let yourself experience it. As we step into the future, do not ask, do I dare disturb the universe? But instead say confidently, I will dare. So now, let us go then, you and I, when the evening is spread out against the sky, and dare to disturb the universe.
Thank you, Lydia. At this time, we will begin awarding of diplomas. In maintaining an atmosphere befitting this important occasion, we respectfully ask that you show appreciation for your graduate with only a brief applause to allow the next graduates' names to be heard by their own family and friends. Thank you in advance for observing this courtesy. Kofi Jabril Abdul Haq. Dante Dorlando Adams. Talia Alyssa Adams. Zoya Amani Adams. Michaela Nolidi Ishlaman. Abigail Hope Alexander. Orlando Levon Alexander II. Melanie Latrice Alexander Campbell. Jackson Connard Anderson. Zion Andrea Marie Anderson. Seth Jacob Ankeny. Jacob Stephen Baking. Tristan Elijah Ballinger. Nadia Celine Ball. Andrew James Barnes. Austin Allen Bartley. Maggie May Bassnight. Gabriela Isabella Batista. Elizabeth Grace Beasley. Brooklyn Alexandra Batty. Krista Irina Becker. Nathaniel Robert Becker. Emily Joanne Beatman. Oscar James Berg. Jackson Thomas Berger. Kendra Ann Berry. Devon Evelia Beslow. Destiny Nicole Beslow. Parker Brian Best. Logan Scott Bettis. Brian Nicole Bishop. Carson Douglas Blanchford. Adam John Blackstone. Allie Elizabeth Blomberg. Mina Sophia Bajarzen. Derek Lamont Bolden Jr. Adele Boldazar. Mateo Wilfredo Bonilla. Elena Jane Patrice Bora. Lucas Eugene Bosingham. Madeline Marie Boynton. London Aliona Bradley. Ryan Trias Bramble. Sophia Diane Branch. Mariah Janae Bridgeforth. Connor McCroy Briggs. Christian Neil Brown. Lily Ray Brown. Dorian Anton Bryant. Tanea Prialine Alfreda Bryant. Megan Lynette Buck. Brandon Scott Bulfer. Suneli Burgos Perez. Timothy James Burnside. Hallie Jean Byam. Austin James Cabarello. Davion Nasir Callender. Caitlin Christine Cambra. Adriana Ray Cannon. Annalise Lynn Karachi. Natalie Victoria Cardenas. Isabella Ann Ferreira Cardoso. Brandy Marie Carter. Alexia Natalie Carruthers. Cameron Elizabeth Chatter. Reese Elizabeth Shalou. Mackenzie Catherine Clark. Ethan Everett Clarkson. Dylan John Claus. Kyle Thomas Clock. Austin James Koffel. Zachary Michael Koffel. Brian Priscilla Cole-Smith. Makia Kalisa Compton. Stephanie Leanne Conroy. Aiden Bradley Cook. Jacob Ryan Cooper. Natalia Lynn Cotterone. Andrew Roy Cravens. Kara Noel Cristaldi. Bradley Alexis Cupin Wilbert. Hunter Nicholas Curtis. Abigail Faith D'Amato. Carson Scott Danner. Aiden Andrew Dawsman. Michaela Gail Guillermond. Janaya Tanae Deaton. Morgan Tessa Dieger. Tanner Warren Banning DeLay. Dylan Lawrence Dennis. Michaela Nicole Dickens. Kayla Michelle Doby. Kirsten Amelia Dominic. Mallory Lynn Donley. William Gage Dorsey. Brooks Dylan Dowdy. Jacob Kendall Drawball. Mia Ashling Driscoll. Aiden Christopher Duckworth. Christian Glenn Durden. Giovanni Josiah Earl. Alexa Mackenzie Ernst. Isaiah Denzel Edens. Habathra Haman Mohammed Ibrahim Bakri. Roa Ahmed Elabid. Elizabeth Ann Engler. Elizabeth May Englert. Devin Lewis Erickson. Trevor Michael Estrella. Marissa Ann Farnan. Abigail Rachel Ferris. Connor Justin Fentress. Haley Marie Fentress. Elton Mickey Farrell III. Blake Edward Fierst. Nalia Lisette Figueroa Martinez. Trinity Ariana Finch. Erin Kate Fitzgerald. Zachary Daniel Flood. Layla Sanaa Fowler. Nia Ajay Gaines. Kiera Ashley Gallagher. Oscar Garcia Marcelo Jr. Casey Elizabeth Gargano. Luke Thomas Gabehart. Damian Lucian Gillette. Colin Wayne Godecki. Jacob Aaron Goldstein. Ava Marie Gomez. Nakira Amira Goodman. Claire Willow Greenwell. Mia Ann Greco. Grayson James Groves. Isaura Guyan Ovayi. Isabella Marie Genzel. Dawson Ian Cole Guthrie. Bianca Marie Hall. Delaney Ty Hall. Courtney Brooke Harnage. Peyton Michael Harrison. Kylie Reese Hemmings. Jaden Nicole Henderlight. Gabriela Hernandez Garcia. Christian Michael Herring. Connor Matthew High. Maxwell Reed Hill. Owen Taylor Hill. Jack Harley Hillman. Juliana Francesca Hippolito. Christopher McCrory Hodges Jr. Elizabeth Ray Hodel. DeMontez Quishon Holmes. Claire Elizabeth Howe. Emily Brenning Howe. Matthew Scott Howe Jr. Jacob Brett Huddock. Carly J. Hunter. Jacob Pierce Ingram. Savannah Hope Irwin. Ronnie Ray Ivy II. Myra Pascal Jacques. Kendall Marina Jasmine. Emma Rose Jenkins. Zachary Brian Jennings. Cody Raymond Durrell. Jaden Lee Shocken Johnson. Dalton Robert Shaw Jones. Jaquan Lamont Jones. Liv Murray Jones. Duriana Monet Jordan. Kylie Penele Wachon. Aslan Elizabeth Kennedy. Amanda Lee Kosevang. Cameron Andrew Kim. Mallory Renee Kim. Kendrick Anthony King. LeBron Michael King. Nevaeh Lillian King. Jordan Lee Knight. Garrett Joseph Krawczyk. Evan Thomas Notzer. Tyler Douglas Lewis Coolmy. Brian Christopher Kostowski. Leah Lovey Kyle. Gabriella Maria Lackner. Macaulay Ali Landis. Lucas Kennedy Lang. Logan Eric LaRoche. Annika Francis Lavin. Parker Grace Lawrence. Kendall Ray Lawson. Maeve Elizabeth Leckie. Inhu Lee. Jayla Shanae Lee. Sarah Rachel Joy Lenzo. Isabel Danica Lavelle Latiria. Janiyah Zaire Lewis. Jaden Anthony Lewis. Lily Juliana Lind. Alexander Wolfgang Link. Robin Lynn. Isabella Marie Lopez. Marquise Townshend Lowry. Taylor Nicole Ladard. Calvin Dolester Mabry III. Liliana Marie Macias. Leah Nicole McPherson. Michael Wayne Maggie II. Emilio Renato Flora Maldonado. Jamie Lynn Malone. Riley Marie Margancina. Gabriella Elaine Markey. Trey James Schruck Marion. Iris Nobri Pinna Martins. Serenity Tenya Mason. Gabriella Mackenzie Matuza Drake. Mackenzie Gabriella Elise McCutcheon. Riley James McFadden. Michael Paul McGregor. Caroline John Fist McNeely. Brendan James Meese. Joshua Christian Mahia. Catherine Grace Melvin. Jared Lou Mendoza Barisa. Katrina Elizabeth Miller. Nathaniel Jackson Miller. Seth Daniel Miller. Rebecca Renee Millington. Ashley Morgan Miola. Ava Marie Miranda. Grant Terrence Montagna. Kamari Jeremiah Moore. Zachary Charles Moore. Braden Kenneth Moshenek. Jacob Ryan Neville. Dawson Lance Newman. Matthew Allen Newman. Myron Stefan Nixon. Destiny Nicole Norfleet. Josiah George Thomas Oakley. Shay Virginia O'Brien. Sean Virginia O'Brien. Sean Paul O'Keefe. Caden Samuel Palmer. Madison Andrea Parker. Jacob Allen Parrott. Alexandra Marie Pastor. Badi Patel. Christine Jasmine Patterson. Matthew Tucker Payne. William Cameron Payne. Skylar Mackenzie Pepple. Nashia Loren Perkins. Ade Perry Brown. Kiende Perry Brown. Victoria Elizabeth Petty. Malon Sky Pettyford. Preston Gary Phipps. Sarah Catherine Pierce. Gregory Ellis Pipperditis. Amir Pitts. D'Amico Amir Pitts. Chrisana Marie Liao Poquiz. Justin Caleb Powell. Kaylee Dale Prescott. Aaron Riley Price. Nathaniel Benjamin Prince. Landon Charles Quillen. Liliana Yahara Quimby. Olivia Grace Rainwater. Nia Marie Rajbali. Kamora Danielle Ransom. Kayla Mackenzie Rector. Amber Marie Reel. Brianna Lee Ruckler-Durfer. Marcus Reed Jr. Calvin Dallas Riddick. Sean Killian Ryder. Noah Benjamin Rigney. Grayson Troy Ringwald. David Rios Vasquez. Janace Saia Rivera. Jocelina Rose Rivera. Thomas Wynn Robertson. Derek Jordan Rodkey. Elena Grace Rodriguez. Joshua Parker Rohde. Ileana O. Rosoto. Zion Michael Rosales. Grayson Frederick Roy. Greta Regina Rutkowski. Armani Siraha Rutledge. Victoria Ann Rutledge. Fuhad Sajid. Jasiah Narid Salas. Noah Jacob Salmon. Asia Nicole Sanders. Kayla Javon Sanders. Tyler Reed Sanders. Samantha Gail Satterfield. Joseph Daniel Schreier. Carter Stewart Allen Lee Servas. Elijah Lamont Shade. Addison Rose Shapley. Jeffrey Wayne Shepard Jr. Cheyenne Elizabeth Singleton. Mercedes Marie Sizemore. Grace Lee Slavinsky. Juliana Elizabeth Smith. Dylan Joseph Snyder. Seth William Sorey. Troy Michael Spratley. Alexander Stanesky. Landon Robert Staples. Liana Nicole Starwitz. Braden Christopher Staler. Matthew Lewis Steck Estrada. Aubrey Callan Steckline. Madison Ann Steffi. Noah Walker Stewart. Addison Elizabeth Stinson. Ava Lee Strohecker. Bryce Edward Sugden. Elizabeth Ann Sumner. Savannah Kaylin Sutton. Heather Grace Svensson. Kylie Jacqueline Swanson. Colleen Marie Sweeney. Jeremiah Israel Jude Swift. Avery Lee Swaggart. Tamia Nolani Silney. Rory Einar Tamayo. Alfred Felipe Aor Tan III. Aiden James Taylor. Nathaniel Alexander Taylor. Emma Caroline Thompson. Jonathan Vincent Thornsbury. Emma Grace Thornton. Landon Alexander Torrio. Aiden Christopher Torres. Evan Tyler Torville. Charmise Renee Thompson Tucker. Ajayla Tanaya Turner. Lanasia Mayana Turner. Alexander Peter Tavariasin Anis. Lily Catherine Unkelbach. Cheyenne Elizabeth Uvian Zion. Drew Ann Valancourt. Hunter Chase Van Dyke. Kai James Varela. Olivia Ruth Velasquez. Jet Thomas Berry. Kevin DeGlora Bizot. David Vitapel. Luke Andrew Walsh. Cale Alexander Wandry. Logan Alexander Warwick. Maya Christine Waterman. William Austin Watson, Jr. Benjamin Scott Waxman. Cameron Jarrell Webster. Kaya Emily Weir. Andrew Jacob Wells. Isaiah Kenneth White Wells. Tristan Avery White. Jessica Renee Wickenden. Benjamin James Williams. Kylie Weston Williams. Lydia Ray Williams. Matthew Ryan Perez Williams. Olivia May Williams. Terrence Juan Williams. Tia Sonora Williams. Dalen Zachary Wilson. Jaden K. Wilson. Lean Bell Winders. Jarek Vincent Wisniewski. Carter Shea Wood. Landon Lee Woodard. Addison Grace Woodhouse. Jacob Paul Woods. Mary Catherine Woodson. Shivani Lakshmi Yenda. Addison Ray Jensen. Bailey Ann Jurgen. Haley Catherine Jurgen. Valentino Silo Serrati Espinoza. Jacob Raymond Zinn. Tia Angelique Zumbar.
Congratulations, class of 2024! And now, ladies and gentlemen, I will ask the student leaders on stage to join me at the podium to lead this class in the time-honored tradition of changing the tassels on their caps, signifying their transition from students to graduates of Great Bridge High School. At this time, all graduates, please rise. By the power vested in me in the Commonwealth of Virginia and the Chesapeake School Board, I pronounce you graduates of Great Bridge High School. Move your tassels from the right to the left. Yes. Best of luck to you all. We invite everyone here in the arena today to join us in singing the Great Bridge Alma Mater as we celebrate the class of 2024. Please remain standing as the graduates depart.